Okay, so now we're going to put the shoulder pad back in. You have the sleeve head on. Line up the center line of your shoulder pad with your shoulder seam on your jacket. Make sure that you have the shoulder pad going the right direction. So you want to make sure the front of the shoulder pad is going towards the front of the jacket and the back is going towards the back of the jacket. The flat edge of the shoulder pad, the edge that goes towards the armhole, should line up right with the edge of the seam allowance, okay, of the armhole. So make sure that that's lined up. And then I'm just putting 2 pins in, one by the armhole, one in the back right along the shoulder seam to hold these all together. Okay, so you can see that the shoulder pad is lined up with my seam allowance of my armhole, which is pushed out towards the sleeve. Right now it's not because the jacket's inside out. Once you've done that, fold back your shoulder pad, and what we're going to do is your catch stitch. And we're just going to catch the seam allowance of the shoulder seam with the edge of the shoulder pad. And you're going to do that all the way down to the armhole. I'm just catching the shoulder pad and then the seam allowance of the shoulder seam. And then now I flipped it over and I'm doing the exact same thing on the other side. And there we go. So now I've catched down both sides of that shoulder pad. And then we come to the edge, and I'm going to pin down my edges real quick. I'm just folding it down. Now one thing you want to do is once you pin them down, you want to flip, you won't see it here in the video, but you want to flip your jacket right side out and make sure that your shoulder pad isn't bunchy. Okay, if it is, just unpin it when it's right side out and repin it. Okay? But please do that, because if you don't, there's a good chance it will get bunchy. Your shoulder pad can get bunchy in there. Okay? And then just catch stitch down the edge of the shoulder pad. You just need to do like 3 or 4 catch stitches. I'm not going to do the whole thing, and that will just hold it in place. Okay? So there's the back of it. Now flip to the front. Same thing, 3 or 4 catch stitches. Starting at the armhole, just go up. And there we go. And then I'm going to do the same thing at the cap, at the very edge here by the neckline. And again, just about 4 catch stitches, across the shoulder seam. And that will secure it in place. Once you're done with that, and you've done it to both sides, so make sure you put both shoulder pads in, go ahead and flip your jacket right side out and push the seam allowance of the armhole into the sleeve. Make sure that the shoulder pad isn't getting bunchy up there. Put it on your dress form. Look at it. You can see how it fills out. Now my shoulder isn't sloping down so much, and it fills out the front and the back much better. And now that we have the shoulder pads in, we're ready to put in the lining.